All right, so here today we got some things I wanted to talk about to alert you guys about, so you guys are ready for what's to come over here in the following weeks, pretty much. As of right now, where we stand is, again, we have our Nier Automata rerun. We also have Sora as our character. That is going to tide us over for the next 2 weeks, pretty much, mainly with Sora, as there will be a new banner announcement pretty much this upcoming week over here. If it's a limited banner, it starts announcing by Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. If it's a standard banner, it gets announced by Friday, Saturday. That's sort of the process there. But in the midst of all of this, pretty much we do have something that we know. Treasures, favorite items should be making an appearance soon for 4 brand new characters. Why is that? We have some answers over here that I show it to you, update you on this, and get you ready for what's to come. As always, new to the channel, like and subscribe, it helps out. Here we go. So first we can start over here and kind of get an answer to a degree. If you hop over here to the mileage shop, you can view everything that's currently active. Sora, To Be, Raven, and Eve, all are things that are currently active. You also can view this over here that was added 6 months ago. It was the favorite item selection box for season 3. With this box over here, it unlocks you 4 different characters that you can select a dupe for. That being Helm, Drake, and the other 2. I forgot. Was it Milk? I got this. I can do this on my own. Milk and Miranda. I'm pretty sure there we go. I can do it without having to check the list. I'm that good. This was, again, 11 days. Did I get it wrong or right? No, I got it right, pretty much. That is, again, 11 days ago. So, pretty much, that's what this has over here. This is, again, what they released to us back then. But it ends 11 days from now, right? 11 days from now, funny enough, is when our next banner actually kind of debuts. So keep that in mind. That is when the next update goes live. I'm curious if we do have it like scheduled. I don't know if there's like a downtime where like nothing happens and this box is gone for 2 weeks, which it could happen. They could have an area where there's nothing live for 2 weeks with this box, and a new box goes live on the 31st. That's true. But what I can tell you for a fact is it's that time of the year again. Favorite items are coming out in either your next update or the update after that. And I could say that pretty much for a fact here, because again, this ends around the time when a new one is starting. And on top of that, we know the timeline for this game. They've already told us when new items are coming, and this is when. Pretty much how it worked was last year we had our summer live stream, and during our summer live stream, that was the confirmation of favorite items. We all expected 4 favorite items to be announced over here, but boy were we wrong. We were wrong by a mile. What happened was they announced over here only the addition of 1 favorite item. So yes, it was not close to the launch of favorite items. Favorite items launched like 4 months before this, but they randomly just gave us 1 favorite item because again, they wanted to do the schedule like this. Maybe every 1 month they get, every other month they give like 1 favorite item. They do that many per year. Instead, they just changed the whole formula to 4 every 6 months. That's the new formula they've confirmed. So again, during our summer update last year, they picked this up over here, which was again the Viper entire skin. That launched, by the way, again June 26th. So with June 26th, that update going live, that's when a favorite item happened, that being this favorite item over here on July 4th, right? We're pretty much 2 weeks after July 4th, so we're not that far off from where summer was last year. We're like a bit off, but not that off. But July 4th, again, brought us Viper, that also, again, now put a gap of what? It put a gap of 6 months. The next 6 months, right, nothing happened until January-ish, right, or... This was Christmas Day, actually. Yeah, Christmas Eve, sorry. The 23rd. This kicked up over here being the favorite item updates that gave us Helm, Miranda, Drake, and Milk. That was what dropped over here pretty much. If you were to look at the gaps, just so you know, it was 6 months that it took us to get, so it's been 6 months, right? Since we actually had our Christmas live stream, and then beyond that, it was 6 months since you had this live stream, right? So you had it in June, it went live in July, so July, August, September, October, November, December. That's 6 months, right? That's the gap. Now from December, right, you went through basically the end of December, so January, February, March, April, May, June. Basically a little bit more this time, but again, that's kind of how it goes. It's a little quicker for the second half to get it versus the first half, but we are at that point where we need our favorite items, and yes, they are probably coming soon. As again, the box is now coming to a close, and it's that time of the year again, so prep now. What do you got to do before it drops pretty much? Simple things. First thing, get your blue tickets up and be ready for that. Obviously, if it's a Nikke that you don't have already duped, you need to get that up. Also, get up basically your mats, your gifts. Be ready to gift your Nikke as much as you can, because again, you have to reach level 30 in order to get that. That is again a bond level 30. So gotta get the character and 2 dupes, okay, then bond level 30. Once that's achieved, you can then unlock your favorite item. Also, again, prep all the currencies associated to said favorite item. Remember, It's, again, a lot to build 4 different characters. That is a lot of currency. Yes, we had solar rate compensations, and those are wonderful. But just be aware, you need a lot more to go and build stuff over there, more than what the compensation gave you. You need like 10 or 20 of those compensations just to build the character. So please keep that in mind and be ready for that. But again, 4 characters should be getting a favorite item over here. If you want to, we can discuss who would potentially be getting it, but save your favorite item mats, save your dolls, your selection dolls as well. You just got those. Save your blue dolls also if you want to go and up them. Save your blue pulls on top of that. Highly recommend, even when that selection box comes out for that 200 gold pity, never burn 200 gold pity on dog crap like that unless you're like a beluga whale, right? You have always a chance with the recruitment banner and how many free pulls we get with those recruitment banners. You have plenty of time to save, so and plenty of time to get those characters for free without having to use your pity there. But a selection box will be coming out. I highly recommend you never use those. But pretty much, who can we get? Who are the characters that are more likely to be getting basically, let's say, the favorite item? Where I'm at is you will get launch characters, 1,000,000,000%. It has to be like 2 to 3 launch characters. That's kind of how the formula's been. Drake was a launch character, Exia a launch character, Lapis and Helm and what's her name? Viper were all not launch characters. Those were banner characters. Milk was a launch character. Miranda, launch character. Pretty much, they always do it around the ratio of 2 to 3 characters. Diesel was a launch character. Frima, launch character. So it's always around the ratio of 2 to 3 of the characters are launch characters. So keep that in mind. Who would that be? They could definitely take a character like Dala. Give Dala some sort of favorite item. Buff her up. I could really see that working. I could also see it for someone like Senti. They usually take a Nikke that like has a kit that can be expanded upon and expand upon it. Like, for me, I would love to see, like, a Pilgrim for the first time get one. It would kind of create more hype in the system and get a lot of players, like, excited to kind of do that now. Obviously, it's also that free-to-play friendliness where it's, like, still, you need to dupe a Pilgrim. You still need 1 and then 2, right? It's going to take a while. So I understand why they've not chosen to kind of do that because, right, once they do that, the whole community's going to complain. They're going to be like, what the hell is this bullcrap? How dare you give it for a Pilgrim that's, like, pay to win to the max? But I do think that by the point of either this time or next time, it definitely should start be giving, like, at least some of the launch Pilgrims, some of them. Like, start with 1 each update. That's, again, you wait 6 months to get it again. It would just give something to grind towards, and also, there's a lot of Pilgrims that are kind of, like, super dead. So, would be cool, but I'm curious if that is, again, something they plan, or they're going to still wait until, like, a much later date till players, like, won't complain about that. But I could also see, like, Julia's just like forgotten Nikke. I don't even know if they're going to ever care about her. They themselves forgot about her. The day Litter gets one, she's already still meta, like, as is. Imagine she gets one to further her back into the meta just to make sure Granny doesn't die. Maxwell's there too. I could definitely see, again, someone who's, like, semi-usable get, like, a pretty big buff there. Pepper, I would definitely see it. She was part of the summer event last year. She's a part of the summer event again. Beyond that, if you were to say, like, banner Nikkes, it would be one of the earlier roster of banner Nikkes. Could Soda get it? Again, you had Viper get it around that time, so Soda could definitely get it. You could also see... I wouldn't lie, Polly would make a lot of sense if they were to give it to Polly. I literally could see that be a kind of major factor. Helm, again, was, like, closer to launch, so that was their goal there. Viper 2 was closer to launch, right? Though that's no different there, too. So, for example, if we were to, like, just go off of, like, starting... Dude, I just saw Privity's rear right there. What the hell was that? If we were to go off a starting character, so they gave the first banner, they gave the second banner one, and then they gave the banner over here. So, what's left? They could give it to Jackal. They could give it to Soda, Coco. This is why I kind of said those ones. They can't obviously give it here. They could give it to Biscuit, Sakura, D. And then I think, like, past this point, they wouldn't touch them, right? They're still, like, not that they're new, but they're still, like, again, Blanc and Noir. Alice could get one, honestly, right? She's still busted, but make her even more busted. Do it that way. Again, the unit or the system was designed for a Nikke who's, like, fallen off to get it. So that's kind of the process. It has to be someone who's fallen off. So the ones that I'm joking about obviously wouldn't get it. Carrie was never on to begin with, so maybe put her on now, right? And then again, I truly think that past this point's too new. So they'll pick something down here again between, like, Jackal, Soda, Coco, Biscuit, Sakura, D, like around there. They could definitely go with those ones and sort of build a better Nikke there. And then again with the base ones, Maxwell, Senti, you know, those are in the field of where I would think they would go. And again, there's a lot more. So what do you think? Let me know down below. That's all I got for you here today. Just a quick video to discuss this and have you prep because, again, it is coming soon and a lot of you care for it. So be ready. That's all I got for you here today. Thanks again for watching. And again, take care. Peace out.